Hello, Professor and classmates. Today we will be discussing what grit and resilience is, how can it influence your academic success, and most importantly, how to cultivate these characteristics to ensure you reach your academic goals. You might be asking yourself, what is grit anyway? According to the academic journal, Examining Mindset and Grit in Concurrent and Future Reading Comprehension, a twin study, grit is a character trait that can be broken down into two main components. First off, consistency of interest, and second, perseverance of effort. Consistency of interest and perseverance in effort despite challenges. An example of this could be a long-term goal to buy a house. As we know, our path to our goals are hardly linear. To have grit, one must possess the drive and resolve to reach that goal. Although the purpose of this PowerPoint is to teach the importance of cultivating the characteristics of grit and resilience throughout your academic journey, it is important to note that grit has shown to have positive impacts in other areas of our lives. This is including but not limited to the intimate relationships in our life and our ability to keep solid employment. You might be thinking, what can I do in my life right now that can help me develop these characteristics that will have a large impact on the kind of life that I will have? We are often told that any worthwhile change starts from within. When we start our academic journey, we need to have a specific goal in mind. Simply having a goal, though, is not enough. We need to develop a plan that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Does that sound familiar? You guessed it. We would need to develop SMART goals. Now, how is this relevant to grit? SMART goals helps ensure that we are making realistic goals. In other words, it sets us up for success. And as you see, as our second point here, we must maintain a growth mindset. In the Information Systems Education Journal, it says this: individuals with a growth mindset dedicate more resources to make corrective adjustments based upon feedback and show keen mindfulness to errors. What this means is, most of your focus is directed to making your situation better, as opposed to stopping in your tracks when failure happens. Lastly, perseverance. It is easy to lose focus on your goals when life happens. It is important that you recognize that success is within reach. Grit and environment. In my research for this assignment, I have made a surprising discovery. There was a study done that measured a positive correlation between a teacher's grittiness and her students' standardized test scores. The teachers that had more grit produced students with higher test scores. Now, what does that information mean? For a lot of us, we find teachers to be great mentors and advocates for our success. They can either add great value to our grit journey or make it harder for us to achieve our goals. Is this always the case? Certainly not. But if you have control over choosing who you spend your time with, why not choose the person who inspires you? Someone who believes in your resolve to do well. Oftentimes, this creates an environment, a support system that can help you reach your goals, especially when times are tough. To achieve long-term goals and persevere through hardships, there are other actions we can take to keep us at our grittiest. And on this slide here are some of the ways that help motivate me to complete some of my goals. Now, before I end this slide, I also wanted to note that in the Journal for Leadership and Instruction, it mentions that the conveniences of the world has been a contributor to diminishing perseverance and work ethic. It's important that we are informed of all the ways our current way of living can help or deter our motivations to reach our long-term goals. What happens when life gets hard? Our paths to success are hardly linear. This is why we must have a plan in place to prepare for these instances. The better prepared we are, the better we are at completing our goals. Keeping your goals on a vision board or somewhere visible can help. It helps you keep your eyes on the prize, so to speak. And of course, it's always great to have that support system in place. So when you're feeling like giving up, when you're feeling like you're at the end of your rope, reach out to your mentor or family for support when you need it. And it's also important to realize that these setbacks are temporary. Success is on the other side of this obstacle. I think John Wayne said it best himself. Every great story happened when someone decided not to give up. I challenge everyone here to not give up on your dreams. Everyone has what it takes to achieve their goals.